Charlie Parker's language is not built from simply running scales and outlining the changes with 7-chord arpeggios, and if you want authentic jazz improvisation fast, you might want to stop focusing on those things too. Because here are all the scale runs and 7-chord arpeggios in Billie's bounce. But this is how much a bird's language can be unlocked using something much simpler. So what's actually organizing the melody here? I'm Jordan. I studied with Schofield, Rosenwinkel, and Peter Bernstein, taught jazz at NYU and Fordham. Then I lost the ability to play from brain disease and had to start over. And rebuilding from scratch, I kept seeing the same pattern appearing. Scales and arpeggios explain only a tiny piece of what Bird is doing, but a huge amount of his language comes from simple triads. But here's where it gets tricky. We have to know how to look for them, because if we only circle the obvious triads, it covers only this much of his language. So how do we get from this to this? The pattern I kept seeing was that Bird was expanding triads in 3 simple ways. Quadratonics, adding one tension note to a triad to create melodic momentum and phrases. Chromaticism, connecting triad tones to unlock all 12 notes over any harmony. And voice leading, moving through the changes with just 1 or 2 triad tones to suggest them, not outline them. Put these 3 ornamentation techniques together, and you get what I call the INSTA-Bop formula. Here are all the triads in Billie's bounce. Now watch what happens when we add quadratonics, chromaticism, and voice leading. The traditional approach to improvisation with scales and 7-chord arpeggios versus triads and INSTA-Bop. Let's zoom in on one phrase so you can see how this works. In the first half of measure 8, Bird outlines part of a C major triad. Then he voice leads into a B major triad. Over a D7 chord, that B major triad gives us a D13 flat 9. But Bird doesn't just simply run through a B major triad, he adds a C natural note, turning that B triad into a quadratonic. And finally, he uses a chromatic leading tone to resolve the phrase into the G minor that follows. So inside this one line, we've got triads, quadratonics, chromaticism, and voice leading. Now, how do we turn this into our own playing? Let's simplify this down and try it with just a couple of triad tones. Simple triad shapes in our brain, but now without needing to quote him directly, we can suggest the 2-5 using upper extensions over the dominant, inspired by the way Bird heard this melodic moment. And now we can move this to any inversion, anywhere on the fretboard. Now, let's add the C note to our B triad, just like Bird did, a quadratonic. Finally, let's connect some triad tones with chromaticism. And now, it just sounds like language. And because we built it with triads, in my brain, this is really all I'm thinking about. Let's take this exact idea and throw it into some real improvisation. Now, it's not just a memorized riff. It's a way of playing a series of spontaneous phrases that flow through the form, keeping what's going on in my mind decluttered and relying on the same triad-based ornamentations that Bird was using. When I had to relearn how to play, I had a decision to make. Do I want to spend another X number of years going back to chasing scales and arpeggios to unlock this much of Bird's language? Or did I want to spend far less time shedding my major and minor triads to unlock this much? If you were me, which option would you have chosen? After I showed this method to my student Paul, he said,
"This boils everything down to just very simple things that allow you to kind of jettison 90% of your thinking."
So if you've been shedding scales and arpeggios for years, decades even, and still feel frustrated, disconnected from authentic jazz language, or like you're faking it, or worse, like you're just not talented enough, I would encourage you to try this approach. Give it a shot on your own and comment below to let me know how it's going. Or if you want my help, you can grab a free copy of my INSTA-Bop Starter Kit. It will show you a dozen examples of this formula in action inside Bird, Monk, and throughout the real book. Plus, it includes an etude to help you start putting the puzzle pieces together and getting these ideas into your fingers and your ears. The link is in the description. Jazz and love.